Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. Tonight, the president and his top national security advisors are skeptical that a Russian pledge to scale back could mean that the war in Ukraine may be a step closer to being over. But there was a positive development today as negotiators from Russia and Ukraine met in Turkey today for a day of peace talks aimed at ending Russia's deadly invasion. In an address tonight, Zelensky said the talks were positive, but that doesn't drown out the sound of Russian attacks. The Russian negotiator raised the possibility of a meeting between President Zelensky and Putin that could occur after a draft agreement was ready. And there's this new development tonight in the effort to target Russian oligarchs. We're learning tonight that the British seized their first super yacht, a $50 million ship. So we've got a lot of news to get to tonight. But first, let's go to CBS's Debora Patta in Kyiv. Good evening, Deborah.
Good evening. The Pentagon confirms there has been some movement by a small number of Russian forces pulling back from Kyiv, but it's calling this a repositioning, not a retreat, and the indiscriminate shelling of cities to the south and east continues.
This may be the first real sign of progress, but it certainly falls short of a ceasefire so desperately needed. Russian negotiator Vladimir Medinsky said Ukraine's proposal to remain neutral by not joining any military alliance would be put to President Putin. But it's early days, and there's skepticism in the U.S.
We'll see if they follow through on what they're suggesting.
Boardroom negotiations far away from the battlefield have yet to make any difference for Ukrainians enduring the mounting horrors of this war. The port city of Mariupol has all but collapsed, an apocalyptic scene of rubble, twisted metal, and the disfigured outlines of the homes where people once lived. What else can I do? Gennady asks. There's nothing left for me here. He's walking away after nearly 40 years working as a shoemaker in Mariupol. Nearby in Mykolaiv, a Russian rocket ripped through a government building, leaving a gaping hole and fresh trauma. This woman watched helplessly as her colleague died in her arms. If Russia follows through on its announcement to drastically scale back operations near Kyiv and Chernihiv, it will bring desperately needed relief. Chernihiv has been pounded by the Russians, who now completely encircle the city, cutting off up to 130,000 people from water, electricity and food. In Kyiv, where residents have grown used to the regular sound of shelling and sirens, the prayer for peace has never been more urgent.
The Pentagon points out that the threat to Kyiv is not over, as they can still inflict massive brutality. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also stressed that Russia can continue to attack his country, which is why he is not reducing their defense. Norah?
Debora Patta, thank you.